Alrighty, we are back. A little bit of technical issues. We are going to be returning into action here shortly. However, for some reason, the game did not like eye controlled. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, we're just making sure both teams are ready. We are. Yes, Eichenwald, for some reason, just kept randomly crashing, so it's broken. I don't know why or what we did to it, but oh well. We're just gonna jump straight ahead to our tiebreaker just to fill in the gap. So Nepal is going to actually be played for the first time this stage because we haven't had a tiebreaker as far as I know. So a little bit different. We'll go see how this works. Hopefully this one doesn't die randomly due to a Rhine charge. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Because I swear, they might have bugged Ryan and made him evil. Like, they made his charge the ultimate destroyer of worlds. Oof. Understood, Missy. Understood. Okay, this is part 2 of the game. We'll find a way to clash these together. I don't think the comments will necessarily be there if we do smush them together to make it the full game, but yeah, well, we'll fix it. We'll find a way to edit them together or something. YouTube has some tools for that. We'll see. But completely different strategy going into control. Never mind, we're just gonna see Blackwatch jump on that goats once again. They are really good at that. And I understand why you do it for control. I mean, it's a very tight, close space. Your opponents have to come to you to get the point. Fight them on it. Make them pay, I guess is the thing you want to do. Hopefully, though, with the comps we see, nothing bad will happen. I do not see our... Okay, wait. No, we have a Reinhardt, so we'll have to wait and see if that crashes the server again. So here we go. On the side of Solstice. The first map went to Blackwatch Renegades. They took it with a 2-minute 15-second take of Volskaya. It's really good, actually. But of course we have the goats run by Blackwatch here. And also on the side of Solstice we're going to be seeing Rhine, Diva. So it's basically the same comp they've been running, just with the Reaper and Moira instead. Oh, the Rhine charge. Will that destroy the server? It does not. Okay. So we do have an actual brawl going on here on the Paul. We'll see how long we can do this. It does look like Blackwatch staying very tight knit. Oh, there you go, knocking Connor forward. Trying to get beat up on him a bit. Oh, there goes Crit. He's gone. And even with that, they may have gotten Wee, but... Okay, never mind. All of a sudden, Solstice has the numbers edge here due to a double Riptire kill. Beautiful. America jumping in. Coalescence coming out by XM just to kind of help stall. Diva Bomb coming out by Ocelot. Lots of ults coming out early. Ocelot, never mind, going to revamp the odds in the favor of Blackwatch as they will take the point to start us off here. Nice double by them. I mean, they've been a really good player since they joined up in this league. I think they actually joined up when Blackwatch was still Ironclad Gorillas back then in Season 1. So that's an interesting bit of history there. I think a lot of these players have been here for about that long. I think Silent's the newest. I actually don't remember. I know Silent is the newest because he was traded there, but you know what I mean. But here we go. Solstice coming out again. Shattered by Connor. Gonna get 2-3. And Solstice gonna try to take advantage. Nano Ryan in the back line. Connor swinging the hammer away. As we are seeing the sound barrier out on the point. Oh, the grab is eaten. Shatter of their own comes out by Blackwatch Diva Bomb as well. Oh no, sorry, that was Miscatastrophe, my bad. Shatter again by Solstice. There you go, they're starting to take advantage here. Connor getting 2, America getting 1, and they're sending the tire back in their back as well. Trying to prevent them from getting back in time. That will give Blackwatch a very, you know, they got 54%, that's not bad. And Solstice will take their first control here, sorry. of this control point. So here we go, coming back in once again with the goats. We'll see how well this works for Blackwatch. They're pulling rally. Actually, no, that's the rally on the side of Solstice as they pulled out a brig at some point. I missed it, but I love to see the brig, so we'll see how well this works out for them. 2 picks already by Solstice, keeping firm control. Oh, Rhine and brig down there in the middle of all the fighting. Another one bites the dust here for Blackwatch. Make it 2 more. As, oh, okay, never mind. 3 is Connor's gonna get a double. As this will put this map, at least this will and should bring Solstice ahead of Blackwatch here in percentage. At this point, I think you gotta swap off the goats. It's not quite working. You gotta get some more DPS in there. I mean, yeah, you got a bunch of ults, but that doesn't mean you hold on to them and try to push them when things aren't working. Oh, nice shatter by Connor. Gonna make another quad. This time by the Diva Bomb. Beautiful. Quadras are the way of life here in this matchup. I love it. I will say I will agree. It's kind of a strange time here. We're seeing Crit jump on the brig. Not something we see very often. Interesting to see, though. Very interesting to see. And we do have Blackwatch, of course, jumping in. Shatter! Gonna get 2. Coalescence is out. Rally is out. Tire is out. I heard the nano, the grab as well. All kinds of things coming out at this point. Who will come out victorious? It looks like Blackwatch, though, taking the advantage here, getting 3 as the brawl is still continuing on the point. Oh, the anti, though, coming out, getting at least 2 of Blackwatch, but that ain't going to stop them as another pick falls as they get Jaybird off the Ana. They're going to get Axe Crit as well. That... Whew, a lot of excitement there in a matter of moments as we will see Blackwatch regain control of this point here on the Paul. However, will they be able to keep it all the way through the rest of the game? We will have to wait and see. Of course, we do see Rally available on the side of Solstice, but we also have Beat Drop on the side of Blackwatch, and they should have Diva Bomb relatively soon, actually. So here we go, fights happening on the left side of the point. Sound Barrier coming out. Oh, nice charge, as it looks like... No, neither ride's going down. Silent will get the pick there, so that will give Blackwatch an advantage. We may be stuck in the trap, but that's not going to stop him from getting the bash. Coalescence out by Solstice. That's not going to stop Unknown, though. Going to get a double. The tanks here in this fight. Oh, here you go. Silent coming out of nowhere, getting the pick. Oh, Miss Catastrophe putting the bomb out. Going to get none, and is immediately going to get ganged up on by Brig there as the rally comes out. Unknown getting 4 picks in the midst of this fight. Don't forget Silent Monkey. Oof, he may have just died there, but he helped get at least 2. Total, I think that was at least 6 out of 7 going towards the tanks in that drawn out brawl there, with 4 of them coming at the hands of Unknown. He's a murderer. I mean, he's just going at everybody. It doesn't matter if he's Hanzo, Zarya, whatever he's playing, he's going to pull out some kills. He's getting some limbs. And honestly, what do you do at this point? I mean, Solstice did have the upper hand there for a moment. I mean, they did get it to like 60%. That is good. But I don't know exactly how you turn this around, though. I mean, they are running the same comp. No, they are going to have Nesca Catastrophe jump on the Mercy, and they're going to have Connor go to the Zarya. We'll have to wait and see how that turns out for him. I'm not tired right now, Daddy. That's how. LOL. But I can cast like this. But here we go. We are going to see a brawl start off here on the right side of the point. Both teams kind of pushing him. Weeb getting the first pick, taking out his Brig adversary. Axe Crit, though, charging in and getting 2. Both supports, or 2 of the 3 supports, my bad, on the side of Blackwatch. Revolver, though, going to turn this around. At least never mind. Try to turn it around. Going to get eliminated by the Total Mayhem. Let's see here. Looks like we are going to see Solstice take the point here. They have gotten a lot of picks, boosting their opponents back towards their spawn. And no, I didn't find Coke or coffee. I'm just more awake now instead of the earlier game. If you watched the earlier game, I was tired as fuck, but now I'm actually wide awake and ready to go. As we're going to see the brawl continue here on the choke. Shatter going to get blocked. Oh, but Axe Crit going to get a Shatter. That gets 5! And a double charge kill as well. Connor coming in with the nano and charge. That'll get another one. Woo, and all kinds of picks falling here on the side of Solstice. Make it 5 in total as a team. The beautiful, beautiful double charge there by Axcrid. And all of a sudden, this GOAT strategy does not seem to be working. As you got to remember, on the second point of the Nepal, well, kind of depends what point it is, depending on the randomizer. But hey, it is not a close quarters. As America getting a double. 2 more going down, and Axcrid, of course, getting the fire strike, making it 3. Half of Blackwatch is once again down. Back to spawn you go, kiddos. Honestly, at this point, you got to get some DPS in there. GOATS is not going to work on a map like this, just for the fact of there's so much open space pushing to the point, and GOATS, just like triple tank before it. Another nice shatter getting 2. The Rhines do collide, though, intermingling there as the Coalescence comes out. Grab comes out. Getting 2 in the back lines here, and this is when Blackwatch will strike. There you go. They do get 1. They do get America, so that's a big chunk of their DPS gone. Connor gone as well. More DPS removed on the side of Solstice. Oh, charge. Both Rhines are knocked down there. However, Nano Rhine is strongest Rhine, so it looks like we will see all of Blackwatch gang up on that on Axcrid here. Silent Monkey, however, will win that fight. Finally getting back control at this point. I don't know if it's stubbornness or just they needed a bit of time to adjust, but they found a way to make GOATS work. Once again. I'm confused how that happened, but they did it. Ooh, my throat is dead. Diva Bomb flying in by Ocelot. Gonna get none as it's blocked by the Diva Bomb. Almost got 1. Maybe 2. But that will use an ult of Blackwatch, and we're going to see the fight come to the point. Oh, Silent going to get the nice pin there on Axcrid with Shatter. Dropping it down. Going to get 1, which is the Brig. Tire coming out by America. Going to go straight to point. Get 1 of the supports. Connor then immediately going to take out Silent as well. As now the Brawl is heading to the point. We have an anti-nade out. A grab coming out as well. I believe it was Eaton. Shatter by Axcrid. Going to get Ocelot out of mech. And through all of this... Unknown is still alive and kicking here. Never mind, not alive and kicking. Immediately shut down there by the swarm of Solstice players ganging up on him on the point. Silent getting a nice little boost to point though, just flying on through the point. Oh, and there's Hero as well coming in with a speed boost. Looks like it's not going to be enough though, as Solstice. Never mind, Weeb pulling out the rally here, at least to stall a little longer. Charged by Axcrid, knocking Ocelot once again out of the mech. And with that, grab coming out in the back corner, going to get 3, but there's no one to follow up. Beautiful grab, though. I will give you that. That is beautiful. As Solstice will come out and take map 2 here of Nepal. Interesting turn of events here as we will enter the innermost sanctum of this map. We all know it for the dangers it brings of Lucio Boops and Hog Hooks. The inside shrine. This place is scary if you do not like dying by environmentals. And with both the comps we're seeing run here, there's only 2 people really out of all 12 characters. Okay, maybe 3 if you count the Diva, but 3 people can boop you off here. As we've discussed before, environmentals can take anybody from a full health, no matter if you have 200 to 600, and you're instantly dead. That's it. All that ult charge immediately piles up to 1 person. Unknown, a surprising pick here, pulling out the Doomfist, and we're going to see Weeb, of course, going back to the Pharah. We've seen them play time and time again and dominate on maps such as this. Crit already falling off the map due to the boop. Beautiful play on the side of Weeb there with a nice boop, and now Blackwatch just kind of pushing in. Silent caught in the Diva trap. However, it doesn't matter. Weeb getting another pick. And Unknown going to get it, make it 3. We are seeing Blackwatch here pushing very far forward, trying to create a lot of space, preventing their opponents from getting in. Silent is now awoke. Weeb getting another pick, making it a running total of 3 so far within just the first 10%. Beautiful play by them. Of course, going to be pulling out the McCree right now to help counter that Pharah is going to be crit. And now we're just seeing Silent kind of just stand around over. Hello, Silent. Oh, there he is. He's back. There he is. He's back again. As now we are seeing Solstice coming in from a different direction. A whole new world indeed, as we haven't really seen that used much on Nepal. Silent though, nice fire strike. Looked like he got at least 3 on the play. That's gonna be a lot of charge. Weebology, of course, now has the barrage. And you really have nothing to stop it besides the McCree. So I'm kind of interested to see where that goes. There goes the barrage with the power boost. Gonna get 3! 3 before you're taken up on the hit scan. And rest as well. So that's basically 4 kills that Blackwatch got there. And they pay no consequence. I'll make it 5. Why not? Take another one. Another one and another one. And a solid shark. Here comes the Riptide though. Gonna get 2. America. Okay, gonna help Solstice fight back a bit here. XM, I think, fell off the map. Not sure. But both Rhines are down on the point. Deal bomb coming through. Not gonna get any though, as the walls of the Sanctum do protect those who hide behind pillars. That's not gonna matter though, as Blackwatch coming back in. Axcor nearly booped off, which would have lost the grav, or not the grav, the nano. As here we go, we're seeing both teams fighting on the point now. We do see an advantage heavily in the favor of Blackwatch. You do get the res on Silent. Axcor getting the pin there, getting booped a little bit. Grav coming out on the side of Solstice. They will get 2. Revolver will also get, Revolver and Weave will combine for 2. The insanity of these plays. Here we go. Oh, another pick going on. Blackwatch. High stakes, high picks. That's all it takes in this game. A Shatter gonna stop Jaybird. McCree, which is crit, they're gonna get a double. Ooh, this game is filled to the brim with great plays. However, Blackwatch Renegades taking home map 2 as well, making it 2-0 in their favor to start off this game. And of course, the devastating Diva Bomb, which really helped Solstice gain the edge there on map number 2. Boom! The big fat bomb along with the fat shatter to accompany it. Beautiful. You can't get much better than that timing. Mwah, beautiful play.
Impeccable.
I don't know. I mean, Solstice, we saw some life in him there in that round. However, we will enter halftime. 2-0 Blackwatch Renegades. Conquerors in a sense. You know, we almost saw there. Solstice almost overcoming the odds there on that last map. However, the swaps, it seemed like Tufara and Doomfist. Why am I adding the little brr at the end? I don't know. But I think we are going to then stay on our control map as well. I'm not sure. I think we just go straight to Ilios. I'm going to check in. I don't know. I'm going to go check in with the other founder real quick. Mr. Crit, I don't know. I actually don't know where we go from here because that was technically a control. Oh, Danny. Okay, yes. I know you came in like, yeah. Icon walled twice when we tried to play it. It just randomly crashed once a Reinhardt charge happened. Coincidentally, both times. Yeah, it kept crashing. We tried the control and it didn't break. So we played Nepal as it's our tiebreaker. Yeah, Nepal was our tiebreaker. So we just moved it up to Eichenwald spot instead. But we are still going past halftime to Ilios. Still going to be our third map here today. And I got to say, Blackwatch looking really good once again. And I got to say, MVP candidates so far are going to Silent and honestly, both tanks in this one, or at least the 2 that I've been catching, Unknown and Revolver. Really, really good plays by them. Especially Unknown with his Hanzo when he pulled it out. That was a beautiful 4-piece. Beautiful. On the side of Solstice, I will say the combination of Connor and... Actually, no. What's that Connor? I can't remember. But no, that was Axcrid. My bad. Axcrid and Miss Catastrophe hooking up there for the fat 4-piece Diva Bomb. Definitely giving them some MVP nods heading towards that direction. Of course, Connor himself playing a really, really good tank role in this matchup, giving him a bit of spotlight towards that MVP as well. So that's about a couple of people. I think that's a whole team's worth actually. of people to look out for going into the second half. And don't get me wrong, both of these teams are basically filled to the brim with players that you should be looking out for heading on into the next half. But some early MVP candidates, and of course I cannot forget Weeb. Thank you for that chat. I mean, the Pharah spoke for itself. That's all I'm going to say. The Pharah spoke for itself. Beautiful three-piece. And even taking out the McCree as they got headshot. Beautiful play. But now we're just kind of waiting for both teams to give me the sign they are ready. Let me go grab my mobile device. Yep, here we go. The computer seems to be a bit laggy. Okay, no, it's not laggy. I thought no. Okay, there you go. Now they're both. But say we're just waiting on. All right, Solstice is ready. Blackwatch. Okay, there you go. Yep, they're coming on too. All right, both teams are ready. We'll be entering. Oh, excuse me. Map number 3. Ilios 2-0 favor Blackwatch, and I'm gonna be pretty disappointed if we don't see any Lucios. I mean, of course, come on, we all know Ilios is the boop capital of the world of Overwatch. So, I'll have to wait and see what they can do. While we got a little bit of time, I'm grabbing me a water, as my throat is already dying from this commentary. Fast, loose, going all the way. So we have seen kind of an interesting matchup here. I mean, we have seen plenty of times where Solstice was on the cusp of taking these maps, yet little things, mostly the ult economy throughout most of it, just the big bang for the buck kind of thing we're seeing on the side of Blackwatch. You're doing good. Ooh, nice. I love seeing that in other games, chat. Yes. Warframe is nice, but getting back to the game, of course, we've seen Solstice get really close a couple times. Why do I keep rolling my R's? I have no idea. But we're gonna ignore that as we're gonna see what both teams are running here. We're going to be seeing a 2-2-2, surprisingly coming out on the side of Blackwatch Renegades, as they'll be pulling the Pharah Genji along with a hook and hold combo. Of course, you gotta do it near a well. Oh, of course you do. With a Mercy Lucio on the side of Solstice, we're seeing the Reaper McCree coming out with a Diva Orisa Lucio Ana. So we are going to see a bunch of Lucios. So that should imply a bunch of boops, yes. And of course also the Pharah as well that can get those boops. So we'll have to kind of wait and see. Both teams trying to just pull the Orisa and get an early advantage. Oh, early. Never mind. We almost saw a well drop early, but Hero gonna just wall ride right out. Axcrid though will be the first one to grab a pick here on this opening engagement. However, it is immediately res by XM. Actually on the Mercy, kind of a interesting choice. Axcrid gonna be the first victim of the well, getting knocked in by Revolver. Beautiful play. Oh, but Hero getting knocked right back into the hole and sliding right back out. Beautiful play. Miss Catastrophe nearly falling in as well. Lots of near calls. Here already in the well, but Connor finally gonna get rid of Hero, shooting him down. Weeb though immediately gonna take out their support. Oh yeah, and Solstice did not like that. That is automatically gonna give Solstice an edge. The high noon not gonna get anybody. We'll do some damage. Oh, rip Weeb. He's gonna fall into the hole of despair. Just ran out of fuel. As Solstice already quickly grabbing first point Ilios here, and are already a third of the way to victory here, taking map 1. We'll see how we see our opponents here, Blackwatch, come back here. Their opponents anyway. They are swapping it around. They are putting a Moira Zen combo in. Gonna get some more DPS with the Discord, and of course Moira on her own can get a lot more DPS. So lots and lots of DPS coming in, and of course now they are swapping to the double off tanks. Interesting pick there. Weeb taken out quite quickly there by Miss Catastrophe. Kind of giving the odds in the favor of Solstice. As the Reaper is nanoed, and let's have Death Blossom. There you go, gonna pull it out. Going to get 2. Oh, but immediately domed in the head by the Zen at the end. Rip-a-roni indeed. America, nice boop on XM. We are going to see Silent try his best here, just trying to get something. I don't know what it is, but get something. Very nice hold here, though, by Solstice. They do have High Noon, Bongo, and Beat Drop. On the side of Blackwatch, though, they do have Whole Hog. Oh, the Dragon Blade, which has just come out, and Coalescence, so they do have a lot of ammunition to chunk into this fight. We'll see what they can do. Oh, Rip Jaybird getting taken out by Weeb, jumping back to the Brig. We are also getting crit as well. That's a double on their port. Also pulled towards the edge, finding a way to flip away from it though. Revolver getting some nice picks. Diva Bomb coming in by Miss Catastrophe. Gonna get only one as Blackwatch will finally get their first taste of Ilios well, taking possession for the first time in this round. Now they gotta play near perfect the rest of the round here as we can tell Solstice already passed the point of no return. They just have to win one more team fight and claim the point, and they have secured map 1. So we'll see what comes out here for Blackwatch, as they now are also running the Doom Fist. Could be very dangerous in the back lines. Going to be eliminated though by Connor. Yeah, we're going to see if we can see some reverse play here, as we're already seeing Blackwatch up to 33%. Both teams playing a bit passively, actually, playing it really safe here. Both know the significance of each and every one of these fights. It's a crit going for the High Noon, getting shut down once again on that, getting nothing. Good attempt though. We are seeing Axe Crit though take out multiple combatants here and pulling out the Blossom. We'll get to Crit, gonna get a headshot on Unknown, and America gonna get the pick on Monkey. We are seeing Blackwatch though, hold on. Nano coming out on Axe Crit once again, getting more and more damage there on the Tank Buster. We'll see how this works. Oh, Revolver chucking in the Diva Bomb. We'll get none. Axe Crit getting another pick on Hero. Only two that remain are Unknown, and I believe Revolver. Neither are going to be able to get back to point, as first map of Ilios, well, of course, is going to fall into the hands of Solstice. Very nice matchup, and honestly, they looked very strong there. I will say they looked very, very strong on that point. Point number 2. Sorry, I had to take a drink. Is going to be Lighthouse, another environmental hazard. You really don't want to get close to the boats here. If you get close to the boats, you've gone a little too far off the map. So maybe don't try that. But environmental should be plentiful here, as it looks like we are going to see the return of the Goats comp on the side of Blackwatch Renegades. On the side of Solstice, they are bringing out the Farah in exchange for their McCree. Beyond that, looks like they're running the exact same comp as before. So let's just kind of see here. Already, due to the Lucio boost, we are seeing Solstice already getting to the point. Nice charge by Connor. Tried to boop someone off, didn't quite work, as Silent will get the first pick of the match, taking out the opposing Lucio. And America charged by Silent, just trying to get into the point. Oof. There you go. Weeb getting a pick on Connor. Silent knocking Catastrophe out of Mech, which will eliminate her. Axe Crit gone as well. Looking strong here with the Goats is Blackwatch, as they will take Lighthouse first. Lighten up the way to a comeback potentially? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, both teams have a lot to lose here in this fight, as we've said before. Multiple times, actually. Potential playoff spots on the line here. Both teams, respectively, Blackwatch is the 4 seed at the moment, and Solstice is the 5. And starting halfway through the season, this is when the matches really start to matter the most. As, I mean, you're getting closer and closer to playoff time. Got to keep those spots going. Here, let's just kind of just jump in on Hero in the middle of this fray. Silent, nice little charge, backing off the opponent. As we are seeing Blackwatch keeping a strong point presence, not giving up that easy. Oof. But here we go. Oh, the Blossom coming out by Axe are gonna get one. The Barrage is gonna get another one. Connor getting one of their own. We do have a grab. Gonna grab a couple. Oh, there you go. Unknown getting a pick there. Weeb jumping in as well to jump on top of the Diva. Will get a pick on Unknown though. Got slipped right before he could do anything. But that's not stopping Blackwatch yet, as they are still continuing on here. They still have control of the point. They have not given it up since they ganged it here on map 2. And it's pretty easy to tell why. They're playing this brawl like Goats comp very well. There goes Connor! Once again, the shield bash and the flail. Rip. So that immediately puts your team down 1. Already lose America as well, so you lost the DPS. Crit on the Tracer though. Interesting pickup. As we will see Blackwatch send this to map 3, which is going to be Ruins in this case. Will they be able to take it and pull a reverse sweep here on Elios, or will we see Solstice able to gain their first map 1 of the series here and make it a 1-2? We'll have to wait and see. Random sponsor, not sponsor moment. This matchup is brought to you by Great Value Purified Drinking Water. It helps keep my throat from completely dying so I can still kind of talk in commentary. Great value. Yeah, gotta throw that in randomly at some point. But here we go. Map 3. We're going to see Goats once again coming out on the side of Blackwatch. Farah Junkrat coming out on the side of Solstice. Nearly forgot the name for a second. I've said it so much. With Crit once again back on the Brig. Interesting proposal. Yeah, I will say Lighthouse is one of the roughest maps to try to regain possession of, especially with the boop parts. But here on Ruins, the only threat you got is that the side of the statue where the boops can happen. As both teams are going to come into a brawl here in the middle of the point. We'll see how this turns out. Both teams, tons of forces, lots of bodies. And lots of explosions and shots. We'll have to wait and see. Charged by Connor, gonna get nothing. But however, picks are starting to fall. America gets 1. Revolver gonna get her right back. America gonna take Revolver out of mech. Unknown falling, or taking down Crit, my bad. Silent removing Miss Catastrophe from the fight as Connor's staying to the big health pack. As the last hope here. And the boop! Oh, Connor gonna come back though with the charge. Beautiful play is removed from the game, however, right there. Rip-a-roni. So, Blackwatch once again dominating with this triple tank, triple support. What do you do to counter? I honestly do not know. Honestly, I think at this point, you gotta run Goats. I mean, it's meta, and we can obviously tell that by the way Blackwatch is using it here. Just kind of using it to take out any comp that's thrown their way at this point. So, if I'm on the side of Solstice, use these last couple ults in succession here, and then maybe swap off to the Goats comp. I mean, just gotta go fight them right in their main component here, their main comp. But Grab Shatter coming out, Diva Bomb as well, Tire on the side of Solstice. All kinds of ults coming out here. Cole Wilson's as well. I didn't even notice it. Nani. We are going to see Blackwatch, of course, keep the point. Axker just trying to get a couple more shots in. And it does look like Blackwatch will be keeping control here of the point. Ooh, nice pin there. However, America will get that pick on Unknown. The barrage came out, gonna do a good bit of damage. Rally out on the side of Blackwatch. All kinds of plays happening on the statue side of the point. Oh my, lots of step 7. Let's just get an overhead view. Diva Bomb coming out by Miss Catastrophe, going to knock the opposing Diva out of mech at least. However, it does look like the odds are in the favor of Blackwatch here as they're trying to capture the point. This is the last brawl if they win. Oh, Miss Catastrophe out of mech. Rip. Shattered by Connor, gonna get blocked by the Zarya bubble. Rip, Mr. Connor. America, last chance here. Jaybird and Crit jumping onto the point. Both eliminated in a timely manner. Blackwatch Renegades. Never mind. Axcrit finally jumping back onto the point here as the Reaper. Gonna try to stall for a little bit longer. Just get our team back to the point. We'll have to wait and see if that's successful. Tire coming in by America. We can hear it from Spawn. Axcrit getting a pick. It looks like we are seeing something happen here. Never mind. We are seeing something alright. Blackwatch Renegades taking the last map of Elios, getting a reverse sweep and making it 3-0 overall. Play going to Weeb. I'm almost guaranteeing it's one of the many environmentals we saw. Yep, it is. Connor, goodbye. It just hurts to watch. Oh, and then of course just swing away, beating everybody down with the flail of justice. Ripperoni Jabroni. That is going to send us into our fourth map. Watch Point Gibraltar. Another 3-0. We've seen both of our matchups today go that far. Kinda wondering what we'll see. What kind of weird comps we might see come out of Blackwatch at this point. They do have an nice lead, and of course they just secured at least their playoff spot for another week. We'll have to wait and see what's going on there. So let's swap the map to our final map of the evening. Gibraltar. I nearly just forgot it after I said it. My brain is broken. This is why you don't stay up till 5 in the morning trying to win a bet, ladies and gents. It makes your brain funny. It doesn't work well. But we are now on to Gibraltar. We're just waiting on. We're just gonna see if both teams are ready. Who am I trying to find here? Ah, the hero. Yes, I know who I am. It is looking for subs. Because we have seen one hard traded recently from Blackstone Legion, and Hoopers as well haven't got put in the game yet. I'm kind of wondering if we'll see them come out here, at least because it's 3-0. I mean, that's kind of the big thing. I'm wondering, will we finally get to see those two jump on in? Yes, we are. Hoops is coming in for M3 and Revolver coming out for 1-har. I like to see the swaps. We're going to finally get to see these two jump on in for the first time this matchup. And I think they're already ready to go, but I'm gonna tag the right team. Blackwatch Renegades, not Blackstone. Nearly clicked them. I'm not the brightest cookie, but that's okay. So for those still watching the stream, or that have just joined us actually, score right now, even though it's not all in this one stream, we'll have to fix that later. Score right now is 3-0 Blackwatch Renegades, jumping on the map for Gibraltar. I'm kind of interested to see what happens here. We're just waiting on Blackwatch to confirm that they're ready to go. This game, you know, honestly, there was a lot more fight than I thought would be put up. That's for sure. I mean, looking at the way Blackwatch has dominated teams over the last couple weeks, I mean, just starting off, heck, even at the beginning of the season, they have done well throughout. They're not a pushover team, really evolving since they were Ironclad Gorillas back in the last season. And since a very dominant force, they are ready as well, so let's do it. Map 4, Gibraltar, 3-0 in favor of Blackwatch. Will they get the 4-0 or will they drop the final map to Solstice? We will have to wait and see. Ooh, my throat is giving out. I kind of see why I didn't go to college for commentary. This stuff kills your throat. That was my original dream, though. I thought about it. But on to the map we go. Once again, lots of high ground. I mean, honestly, I would love to see a Torbjorn just sit on the plane at a league game. Not gonna lie. Someone make that happen, please. I will love you forever. But this is looking to be the final map of Stage 2. Howdy, M3. Nice to see you joining us in the stream. Yes, commentary is great, I will not lie, but it kills my throat, and I was actually going to go to college to be a sports commentator at one point. But then I decided to become a FCS or home ec teacher instead, with my current major being history to get my certification. Kind of a interesting thing where life takes you, honestly. Never expected to be wanting to be a teacher, but it happened. But looks like we are seeing the Torb and the Bastion come out here, along with the Symmetra already. Oh lordy, the Pure Cancer is coming out here, along with the single shield of Orisa. Ana and Mercy going to be the healers for that. On the side of Blackwatch, we're going to see a mostly dive comp, just swapping a Widow in for a Tracer. Kind of wondered how that'll work against the Bastion. And the Torb. You know what? I'd be down for a turret meta. Yeah, turret meta sounds good. Especially if I get to play Torb more often than Ryan, I will take it. Oh, quick pick by Weebology there, though, on the crit. Going to be rezzed. Ouch, that feels bad from right out the gate. So we'll have to wait and see. Hero gonna get the first official non-res pick, though. Getting Connor. As we will see the Bastion. The Bastion fighting it there. There goes the turret by Winhar, just firing away with the orbs. The orbs of pain. Oh, just jumping onto the Bastion. And the Mercy that accompanies. That's 3 picks going in favor of Blackwatch Renegades here. They're pushing the payload, very good. Actually will get a pick, however, the only pick on the side of Solstice is rezzed, giving them 5 picks in total for Blackwatch Renegades, as they will now push the payload almost effortlessly up the ramp. And you know what? You're right, DJ. I'm kind of surprised it didn't work. I do have one theory, though. You kind of set everything up on the payload. That's kind of the big thing I'm thinking. If you're going to be running multiple turrets, try multiple high grounds as well. You could have set up the Bastion top right of the payload, top left from enemy spawn, or attacker spawn. Set up the Torb on the top left side where the little hole is on that higher balcony to kind of help fire down as well. Winhar getting a double as well as I come back to my senses. And Silent Monkey actually getting the kill on crit with the mech drop. That's an interesting one. That's not one you see very often. But yeah, this I do like turrets. The turret meta is my bae, so I know how to use it. Like, second point here, you could set up turret A, whichever one, top left, or heck, even on top of the plane. Set up the Bastion on top of the plane. Have your Torb set up left side high ground, just to fire down right here onto the payload. As we do see Winhar get destroyed by the Riptide. Crit getting a pick with the Widow as well, pulling that out, which is interesting. Nice Diva Bomb flying through, going to get Miss Catastrophe on the Mercy. Both supports down due to both tanks. But there's a Blackwatch. Suddenly seeing all of Blackwatch again popping off. Rip the Valk Mercy, forcing out the Molten Core, which is going to be swapped up on the PTR I've seen. Rip Molten Core, you will be missed. Even though now you're a common ability. Yeah, remember what happened the last time we did that to a character. They ended up being overpowered for 6 months. Because they're new ult. You know, whatever, Mr. Jeff Kaplan. You know, whatever. Okay, actually, no. The time before Sim with a rework. Sim really didn't change much, honestly. Solstice making a comeback here. Miss Catastrophe getting a pick. And also knocking the deep out of mech, so getting both tanks out of the way. Beautiful play there. We are seeing a bit of a Widow battle going on. Crip and Unknown getting beat down a little bit. They're gonna go recover. We are seeing double snipers now on the side of Blackwatch. I didn't notice that till now. Silent jumping up on top along with the Winston there, Hero, just to try to take out Crit. It works. Turret gone. America gone. Oh, never mind. There's a turret. It's back up again. As we have Hero just kind of tickling Connor there. Tickle, tickle, tickle. With the unblockable Winston damage. Just kind of get that free charge. Silent getting Crit once again. Just diving on him in the back lines. And nothing's getting done to stop him there. Weaves back up. Crit's back up. America knocking Silent out of mech. But Hero will win the main tank war there. Dragons out by Weebology. Not going to get any, but help clear the point at least. We are going to see Hero, though, get a pair. And potentially a third one if he can kill this Molten Core Torbjorn. Does not look like that'll be the case. Instead, Weeb getting a pick on Bird. And Connor coming back to contest. Shatter going to get one. not going to do that much, though, as we will see Blackwatch continue the push through Watchpoint Gibraltar, entering the final stage. Right before the rocket. So we'll have to wait and see. Unknown and Weeb combining for 2 picks there. Helping their team push forward. Make it 3. Double Snipers is popping off here tonight on the side of Blackwatch. And of course they already have Dragons once again, along with Trance and Diva Bomb. You can do a lot of interesting things with those 3 ults combined in some way, shape, or form. Heck, even just 2 of them. Dragons can cover one side, and you knock them right into the Diva Bomb. Beautiful play. Silent, along with Hero, diving crit in the back lines. He is... In the meantime, though, double res on both sides. America and Unknown, respectively. Connor getting the pick on Hero. Nice double by Silent, going to get America and Catastrophe. As Axe Crit now on the Zarya. Connor still on the Rhine. Payload slowly making progress on the side of Blackwatch. Oh, Trans coming out on the tire. Dragon is going to 1 spawn. Going to at least keep Solstice in a little bit longer. Yeah, you're right. Then stay on the payload. It's a beautiful sight, honestly. Oh, there you go. Monkey knocked at a mech, but that doesn't look like it's going to stop much as Weeb getting a pick on America. However, Crit and America combining for a double there, taking out both tanks. However, Hero rezzed. Weeb is the only one caught in the grab. Hero's not going to have any of that. Going to get power boosted to get a pair. Ooh, Shatter by Connor. Going to stop Hero for at least a little bit. Knocking him down. He's dead. Hooper's flying on out of there. Looks like we will see Blackwatch regroup here. They were so close to finishing the map. Ripperoni jabronis. They will be pushing back in though. They do have Valk and Primal Rage. They're getting closer and closer to Dragons and Bomb. Infrasight is out, or was used recently. Oh, nice pick by Unknown, winning the Widow battle once again. And Silent just kind of sitting up there, hoping to... Never mind. Weeb gonna headshot the Mercy. That's your main healer out of the way. Now you just push on in. Well, or the main one when it comes to res. Here comes Dragons. Right side gonna get 1. Weeb gonna pick off an additional one with the arrow. Primal gonna barely get Connor there before he shatters. So Shatter does come out, but it will work. Oh, coming in by Silent. Gonna finish off Catastrophe, and with just over 1 minute left, Blackwatch will finish off Gibraltar. Beautiful performance here by Blackwatch. I mean, they've been doing great throughout. This was the most vulnerable, I guess is the right word here, that they've looked all matchup. I mean, I took them a lot longer than all the other maps, at least to grab. Comparable with Ilios in a sense. Well, not Ilios. Well, yeah, Ilios, because that's the one they reverse swept. My bad. I'm an idiot sometimes, but that's okay. I'm kind of intrigued to see what Solstice may try to pull out here, just to move the payload across the map and force that second round, well, the second rounds as in 3 and 4 of this map. We'll have to wait and see. My throat. Looks like we're going to be seeing a bit of pirate ship with the double shield. Potentially with a Widow as well. Kind of interested to see where this goes, honestly. Tired. Okay. So here we go. It looks like we're going to be seeing the same kind of comp. And so this time you are swapping in the Tracer, but taking out the Zenyatta for a Lucio. So lots of mobility. We're gonna see how the way this works. Oops, doing a little hustle over there. Oh, and there you go, Lucio jumping in as well. Blackwatch having just a nice little time up there on the top left. On the side of Solstice, we are going to see technically triple shield here with a Brig, along with a Mercy Bastion Torbjorn. So double pirate ship, doubling down on the turrets. Interesting strat, as we do see Tracer kind of just went over here to the right side of the payload, or left side of the payload, my bad. So there you go, going to set up the pirate ship very quickly. America's already on there as the Bastion. Oh, and all Blackwatch is waiting above them, ready to drop down. There you go, dropping him behind his Hero, along with Weeb on the Tracer. Payload still moving, going onto the bridge here. Weebology though will get the first pick on Axe Crit on the Torbjorn. Hero will be taken out though by the opposing Brig. That payload is only stopped now because of unknown beatbox. Kind of just jumping around it like a crazy man. 2 picks there on the side of Blackwatch though, getting the main tank and Brig. Oh, there you go. Now both. There we go. Everybody now on Blackwatch jumping on the payload. They're going to get the Bastion and Mercy. This pirate ship has been sunk. So my question is, what do you swap to now? It looks like we are seeing the Winston come out. Nice res by Hoopers there, keeping the numbers in favor of Blackwatch, making it 6 against whatever comes out on the side of Solstice. I will agree, Blackwatch handling that very well. I mean, it looked like they were having a bit of issue early. Oh, never mind. Weeb getting the double there, and of course Unknown. Oh, never mind. Weeb's making it a triple. Not gonna allow that res. Not in his house. Their house. I don't know. And yes, that Bastion pirate ship could have gone really, really bad for Blackwatch, but they didn't manage it very well, and they took out the pieces they needed to cause it to fall quickly, forcing a swap here. Diva Bomb going high! Going to get none, as it's clearly blocked by the Rhine shield there. However, of course, Dragon Blade's still out. Hero low on the Winston, but there you go, diving out and getting the heals he needs. Valk is out on the side of Blackwatch. Oh, Dragon Blade coming out in response to the Shatter, but going to get eliminated right away in the back lines. Res coming out by Miss Catastrophe, going to get Marika back up on her feet. And it looks like we are going to see Blackwatch backing up a little bit. I don't know if the dive is quite what you run here in this scenario, just for the fact of they have the Reaper. They do have the Junkrat as well to help do a bunch of damage. And just some of the pieces, but never mind, I'm proved wrong once again. As soon as I say that, Blackwatch quickly gets a double. They are fighting for this point here. It's moving just kind of slow. There you go, Silent Monkey just touching the payload a little bit. So is Hero. No one's on the payload, but Crit's the closest. So there you go. That might give Solstice a bit of an edge here. Silent out of mech. Unknown removed from the fight here. Axe Crit. Death Blossom in the back getting none. Going to grab 3 of Blackwatch there at the end. Tire coming out by Marika. Oh, as team spread. That's a double by Marika getting the Mercy and Winston. So deaths are permanent here at the moment for Blackwatch. So we'll see if they can make something happen. Weeb getting a pick on Crit. The fight looks like it's kind of even here. Marika getting Winhar. Weeb getting the pick on Jaybird. And actually getting the D-Mech. But here you go, Blackwatch with the respawns. They're really close. So they're getting to come back really fast here. Monkey going to get Marika. And oh, poor Miss Catastrophe getting dived on there by Hero. Shatter in the back room. Going to get 1, which is Weeb. Both tanks combined to take them out. Ooh, nice pin there by Connor. Is immediately removed, though, from the fight there once he is off that charge. Nice risk by Hoopers. Going to make it a fight heavily in the favor of Blackwatch, as they do have Primal, they have Blade. They're very, very close to the Pulse Bomb, as well as we are seeing Solstice. Closest they have is the Valkyrie and the Blossom. Tire should be able to get built up really quick though, so we'll have to wait and see. Dragon Blade coming out here. Oh, going to get the Mercy before they can get Valk. Oh, also getting Marika as well. That's 2 by Unknown. Pulse Bomb on the back of the point. Not going to get anybody. Creating some space though. Another Diva Bomb. Just going to kind of blow up. Not getting anything there, but it's not going to matter. Blackwatch shutting down X-Crid before make it to the point, giving Blackwatch Renegades a 4-0 against Solstice here. Very nice play, making the dive work in what would seem like a normally, this would normally be obsolete in a sense. Kind of interesting to see them, like, they're stuck on a lot of comps, but yet they made it work. Like, Goats they ran a whole lot of, and they did not stop running it. They forced the opponent to constantly keep stopping it, and they just, from what we could see, just couldn't happen. They weren't consistently stopping the Goats when they came out, or when they started the dive. They stopped it a few times, but couldn't keep it consistent, which will give Blackwatch Renegades here the victory. Yes, GG's to both teams, as now, as we head back to lobby, it's time for the MVP of this game. And actually, I think in this case, It can't just be one. It's got to be two. In my opinion, of course, Unknown and Weeb did a great job throughout the game. I mean, they were holding it really well, but in this case, I'm also going to swap it up. I believe Unknown and Silent are going to be my MVPs for the most part. I mean, Silent was doing great on his DPS, or on the work on the tank. That was really good throughout the whole game. Just being able to play whatever the team needed out of that category and helping, actually being a major force in my eyes in the GOATS comps they ran, along with Weeb and Unknown, just to name a couple. I do pick Unknown out of the two just because almost every time he popped an ult, didn't matter which character he was, he made it big. I mean, literally the Hanzo at the beginning was huge. He had a couple throughout the rest of the game on the Zarya that were big grabs. Didn't necessarily have the follow-up, but they were big plays, and they helped sway fights, at least in my opinion. So MVPs of this game are going to Silent and Unknown. But with that ends stage 2, I believe, as I think we're only going 3 weeks at a time. Which means later on, either tonight or tomorrow, the new maps and week 7 matchups, which starts stage 3, will be announced. But with that is the end of our stream. I hope you enjoyed this OPT action, and I hope a lot of you got to see most of stages 1 and 2. If you haven't, they are here on the YouTube channel. Maybe go look back through a couple of those if you haven't. And with that, that's going to be the end of my commentating. Hopefully I will see you next weekend when we have more games starting up. Heck, maybe even earlier. But until next time, this has been the OPT, and we are signing